I know, it's yet another Raygun video, but I promise it's not a long one. I mentioned in the last one that when she gets caught out on her lies that she often pokes her tongue out. Now I've noticed at times when Rachael knows that she has overplayed her hand and that she's been caught out in her lies, she does this little nervous squinting thing and pokes her tongue out, perhaps the lizard in her trying to get out.
I entered the 101 B-Girl and we had an international battle guest from Japan and I won.
To show the world what breakers can do.
But hey, what do I know about analysing human behaviour? I don't have a PhD. Well, it turns out that the big brain scientists have done decades of PhD research to reach the same conclusion as me. They call it tongue jutting, and it's quite fascinating. Thanks to Sir Silly Billy, whose comment got me looking into this. I'm going to quote from two websites that I found. The first one is called psychologytoday.com, where ex-FBI agent Joe Navarro tells us that tongue jutting is sometimes performed when someone is caught making a mistake or a faux pas, or when they are getting away with something. To be clear, he does point out that there are similar behaviours that are cultural or are performed consciously in order to express insult or disgust. The second is bodylanguageproject.com, which posts many academic articles to support its summary. Sticking out the tongue can show that we're joking and not to be taken seriously. This can produce a bonding effect by sharing in a joke. However, if we're not careful, we may stick our tongue out to admit our failure in being good-spirited and have been caught in a misdeed. Verbal translation: I'm sticking out my tongue through my lips because I've gotten away with this. I'm telling a cheeky joke or making a cheeky statement. I've made a mistake or I've been caught trying to pull a fast one. Meaning and/or motivation. Tongue jutting, or tongue through compressed lips, is used to signal a cheeky attitude when done amongst friends, but has a more sinister connotation in competitive situations, since it indicates that a person has gotten away with something. Tongue jutting is an indication that people figure they have gotten away with something, or have been caught doing something they shouldn't have. However, in this case, the tongue is usually pushed through the teeth and doesn't touch the lips, which is often the case with our Rachael's tongue jutting. The tongue jut gesture will be seen at the conclusion of an event such as signing a contract or winning a hand at poker by bluffing. Most of the time, tongue protrusion happens when people feel they haven't been caught, but sometimes it's actually because they have been caught. Tongue through the lips or teeth can happen any place at any time, but signals the same thing almost every time. And that is that a person is doing something that is pushing the envelope of acceptability or has gotten caught doing something that is unacceptable. There you go. It's science, and we keep getting told that you have to trust the science. And as Barack Obama said, the science is settled. I was seeing this girl very briefly at the beginning of the first lockdown in Melbourne, and when I told her that I wasn't going to be taking the thing that the government was coercing people to take, she had the most automatic, conditioned midwit response. So you don't believe in science? You don't believe that science is a thing? Do you not believe in it, Tom? And in that instant, I suddenly realised how absolutely unattracted I was to her. And I got her to tell, get your hands out of my pants and away you go. If we notice this tongue language, we should review what has been said. We may begin by assuming that we have been fooled, cheated, or that we or someone around us has been made the butt of a joke. Lastly, we may surmise that the tongue protruder themselves have made a mistake and it has come to their attention. I wonder how many times Rachael pulled that grin and tongue poke when she was quizzed on her fraudulent PhD during meetings with her postgraduate supervisors. Watch for a goofy grin or a smirk. When it spells rejection, watch for head turned away, eyes averted, or sneering nose. And I'd definitely say I've seen some of these behaviours in myself too. When I'm trying to wind someone up with an untrue story, there's a grin that I just cannot hold back, which always gives me away. I've got zero poker face. So I managed to figure that out all by myself using life experience and observation, not from a piece of paper given to me as an award by a university. So where's my fucking PhD?